And we will begin. Welcome this morning to the service.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead, and miles from a nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. 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 You've got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. You got a friend. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks may be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. None of them would ever love you the way I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Yeah.
May this chalice remind us of our everlasting courage and unity during this past year as we move forward to a great future.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Worcester's online Sunday morning worship service. We are glad that you have joined us virtually this morning. It is an act of love that we gather in this way during this time of pandemic response. We hope that this service gives you an opportunity to pause for a few minutes to gather in community so that we might care for each other, take a moment to reflect on our own well-being, discover opportunities for spiritual refreshment and service in the wider world, even as we are at a personal distance. We will gather this way throughout the winter. Our religious exploration program is offering opportunities for children and youth to gather virtually as well. Please visit www.uucworcester.org for more information on these get-togethers, as well as other opportunities to meet for discussion and support. For safety purposes, and so that we might get to know you better, as you are able, please include your name on your video feed. Please note that this service is being live streamed on Facebook and is being recorded for future availability on the church YouTube channel, as well as our website worship archive. Following the service this morning, you are invited to join us for virtual fellowship hour. Once again, welcome, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Opening words by Maya Angelou from Alone. Lying, thinking last night, how to find my soul a home where water is not thirsty and bread loaf is not stone. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody can make it out here alone.
A one, a two, a one, two, three. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you. A one, a two.
And now we'll have our religious exploration moment with George. What did you do today, George?
So it's George and Matt. I'm George's dad.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Much like today's service is about friendship, the religious exploration session for the kids today was about friendship. And Robin led an activity, a show and tell activity, where each of the kids were invited to speak about where they are comfortable in their house. And a lot of people were Zooming from their comfortable spaces. And then they told something about themselves. And there was really quite an assortment of things being shared today. Evidently, a lot of our kids love Squishmallows. Adults, these are special stuffies that are kind of round and really squishy. And it turns out that Squishmallows, there's a lot of love for Legos, Transformers, journaling with books that have journal prompts, There was a pie day. That
Happy
was
Pie Day, everyone.
Happy Pie Day. Yes, so the Trowbridges showed off their Pie Day pie. It was really a lovely opportunity to connect in fellowship with the youth. And also, I meant to say that Robin started off with a story, a young woman from Indonesia who started a group called Friends of Nature. And it was a group that made a difference in their local community, talking about the mangroves, reforesting the mangroves. And Robin forecast that in May, hopefully we'll meet again as kids and come together and make an ecological impact in our community. So really a wonderful morning service, a lot of laughing and just joy, a lot of joy. Anything else, George?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
When last we met, the villain Apathy had tied up Masked Man and Robin and left them to watch while he crossed the congregation's wires with another place that delivers words of hate, division, and shame, instead of messages to uplift humanity with kindness. The online service instead showed an extremist, dogmatic, and anxiety-inducing rhetoric while the world continued to suffer. What will happen next to our dynamic duo and Wu City?
I am not watching Masked Man. I am focused. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to be manipulated. Not by Apathy. Not by anyone. But how will we know? How will we leave the congregation in Wu City? Oh, I don't know.
Have no fear, Robin. Our congregation is strong. They will rise to the occasion. We will not be victims or resort to hatred. The 7 principles are strong in them.
Holy tough love, Masked Man. Apathy's links have been rewired. Our congregation is singing. I hear them. And I see images of respect, of human dignity, equality, justice, all of them on the screen.
That's right, Robin. Spirituality tied to a free and responsible search for the truth and meaning, bound by a belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every person has incredible power.
Masked Man and Robin, I saw something terrible on the video and came to see what I could do.
Thank you, Commissioner Johnson. Your instincts were correct, but thanks to our congregation, it didn't last long.
It's incredible what I saw on the way here, Masked Man. Members of the congregation were working on a food pantry for those in need. They were marching for social justice. They're gathering in groups, working hard on housing the homeless. They're sending in their pledges for financial support of this community.
Holy golden rule, Masked Man!
Clearly, Apathy is on the run, Robin. It is time to catch him and put him behind bars to the mask cave.
Masked Man, do you see here how all the links Apathy set up go to this one IP address?
Brilliant, Robin. Mask computer, what is the physical location of IP address 193.555.5555?
Beep, 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 beep. Holy Halloween movie, Masked Man! It's here, right in the building. at the Cable Connection Hookup in Fellowship Hall.
Let's go! It's no use, apathy. The community is too strong for you. There's no escape.
Your congregation may be self-aware and dedicated to the community, Masked Man, but there's always a way for apathy to sneak in. And this time, I'm not giving up without a fight. The world is mine! All mine! Oh, have mercy on me, Masked Man. I'm not such an evil emotion, really. Just neutral.
You're pathetic, apathy. Don't you ever cry on my tights or tug on my leg again.
Oh,
Apathy, you are going behind bars for a long time.
And so Wu City was spared from apathy. This time. But be on the lookout in your community for apathy and other supervillains, and give your time, your talent, and your treasure whenever and wherever you can.
Good morning, superheroes. With 38 pledging units already reporting to our stewardship drive, I'm proud to report that we have hit the $100,000, $100,030. Our chalice signal is lighting up. Please get your pledge in today so we can get the chalice signal lit to the very end and continue on our path to defeat apathy in our community. We also invite you today to text your offering to 508-231-5335 or visit www.uucworcester.org/donate to make your contribution today. Thanks so much.
Get on the vaccine train. We gotta get on the vaccine train. You want your life to come again. You just get on the vaccine train. People still dying, 500,000 gone. People staying home, we lost our way in song. School's still out, people feeling down. What we gonna do to turn this thing around? We gotta get on the vaccine train. We gotta get on the vaccine train. You want your life to come again? Just get on the vaccine train. Life feels hopeless. Zooming is the norm. The travel I can do is turn the TV on. Unemployment dying, money going dry. What I gonna do? Get bacon down to cry. I gotta get on the vaccine train. Gotta get on that vaccine train. I want my life to come again. Just get on the vaccine train. Everybody's scared about variant X. People are nervous, only safe thing is this text. People still dying, people getting ill, only one thing gonna stop it. Only one thing ever will. You gotta get on the vaccine train. Get on the vaccine train. You want your life to come again. Just get on the vaccine train. Wanna go out to a restaurant, wanna go out with your friend. Face to face, meeting common right around the bend. Hugging all your peeps, in person talking deep. It's coming, I just know it. If only we will keep getting on this vaccine train. Get on the vaccine train. Woo, woo. We want our lives to come again. Just getting on the vaccine train. Life is getting brighter, people feeling good. Things up back to normal, church is where we should. On Sunday morning, go to just like we always done. Makes us grateful for life before the pandemonium. We just get on the vaccine train. Get on the vaccine train. We want our lives to come again. You just get on the vaccine train. One more thing I've gotta say, we can do things better, we can find a better way. People gotta count more than money or power. Soon the Green Deal is coming, we're gonna be a town. Gotta get on the vaccine train. You gotta get on that vaccine train. Doo, doo. We want our lives to come again. We gotta get on the vaccine train. We gotta get on the vaccine train. We gotta get on that vaccine train. We want our lives to live again. We gotta get on that vaccine train.
Now we enter the time in our service where we offer the opportunity for us to share those things and events in our lives that would be made better shared with those in our community. Please remember that this service is being recorded and live streamed. If you have something to share, please raise your virtual hand or open your microphone. You can also write your joy, sorrow, or concern in the chat with the note to please read.
Excuse me, you're muted.
Rachel, we can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Now we enter the time in our service where we offer the opportunity for us to share those things and events in our lives that would be made better shared with those in our community. Please remember that this service is being recorded and live streamed. If you have something to share, please raise your virtual hand or open your microphone. You can also write your joy, sorrow, or concern in the chat with the note to please read, and I will share it for you. If you are joining us on Facebook and would like to share, enter your words in the comments. Facebook is delayed by a few moments, so please be patient. When I call on you, it will be your turn to speak. Are there any joys and sorrows to be shared today?
I don't see, I'm looking.
I'll go.
Oh, who is that?
Your wife.
Oh.
I just want to thank Matt for the vaccine train. That did not exist a week ago. He created that, and it was so much fun putting together the pictures. Matt, thank you. And I have an appointment.
Rachel, there's a sorrow from Laura Lenahan in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We lost 3 veterinary professionals last week to suicide. Please be kind to one another. Thank you for that, Laura.
And
Maddie Barnard has a message here in the chat as well. To my great sorrow and anger, they are shutting down my old high school. Bernadette has a message here as well. Bernadette and Brian. So grateful for this creative community.
Diane,
Yeah.
did you have something you wanted to share?
Oh, I just unmuted myself to help with the chat, but I will share that doing this service with Cheryl has been a great joy.
Thank you.
And Vicki Cox Lanyon, she doesn't want any credit, but she has done tremendous things.
Are there any messages?
Yeah, Mara.
Yeah, it's not a joy or sorrow. I just wonder who did the video on the skit, chasing around after people, videoing them. Who did that? Anybody know?
It was a combination of Betty Genuine's work, David Walter, and Aaron did some filming as well.
Thank you.
Bruce, are there any messages on Facebook?
There's one from Bernadette. Bernadette says, so grateful for this creative community. And I share that sentiment.
Thank you, Bernadette.
Oh, and Diane shared earlier in the sorrow. Diane Gore says, thanks for being here. I was unexpectedly hospitalized on March 5th with an infection. Just got home late on March 12th with lots of antibiotics and a PICC line, wobbly but alive. Oh.
Robin's raising her hand.
Robin, yep. I'm getting there.
Okay, hi everybody. I wanted to say 2 things. Firstly, I'm very excited to see the service. I know that it has taken a lot of work and energy to put it together, and doing a Zoom service is not as easy as Aaron makes it look sometimes, but thank you everybody who got involved with this service. It's so great to see the community and your voices together. There'll be another opportunity to see that too, because next week is the youth group service, and right now we're going through, and I say we, but it's they, those high school teenagers are going through putting together the final touches on the youth group service, which is going to be fabulous. See you there.
I think that might be it. Do you see any other messages, Bruce?
No, I don't.
There was one more in the chat, Rachel.
Okay.
What was that?
David has a message here in the chat. I am grateful to the St. V's nurses and community coming out to support. Thank you for sharing that, David.
Okay. I don't see anything else.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing. On this 1-year anniversary of the declaration of the pandemic, let us pause to remember those we have lost. May we continue to hold all those who have lost a loved one, those who struggle with illness and uncertainty close to our heart. Help us to comfort those in pain and stir the complacent. Expand our compassion. Give us the strength and endurance needed to continue to hold our human family in love. Help us to remember love and joy. Help us to see it where it blossoms. As spring begins and blessed vaccines bring us hope, hear our gratitude. May this community continue to provide us strength, solace, and companionship. Guide us in the work ahead. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be.
Hello, everyone. It was just a year ago. Hard to believe, isn't it? I have often felt people come to our congregation for many different reasons. Some are just curious about our symbols, about what could a UU be. Sometimes it's life events, a place to get married, a place to raise their children, a place to mourn. But whatever brings them in, it's the people in the community that keep them here. I remember when pandemic was just a cooperative board game. Our church friends are special, and I made many friends over game night. We like our friends at church because they're different. Not all our friends are as kind. So many are good people. These friends keep us accountable. They keep us honest. They inspire us, and they help us grow. They sustain us and support us in good times and in bad, and in just confusing times like these. It was hard to get together and accomplish things we could not do alone. And so it was great to have this community. The church year also gave us a rhythm. We had fundraisers. We had groups to go to. We had someone waiting for us on the other end. And we knew every Sunday we would see someone. And then we lost that community just when we needed it the most. We had to go inside. We were afraid. Some of us still are. When we needed someone to give us a hug because it was hard, we didn't have Sunday. We didn't have someone to sing with. For me, that's real important. Singing became my spiritual practice. It's what got me through. I love to sing, but as many of the choir members will tell you, I'm not very good at rhythm. I clap on the wrong time. I sing really good notes, but they're not necessarily the right notes. So I needed someone to sing with, and luckily I found someone. When I was working with the campus ministry, I would bring students with me to the choir, and we would sing together, and we would sing in the car. We had wonderful time singing, and I really looked forward to it. I also loved teaching Sunday school. I loved being able to be in the coming of age program for the first time as a mentor, and I was really enjoying that and working with Elizabeth. And then we couldn't meet face to face anymore, and things got really hard. When we couldn't sing, and we couldn't have RE classes, and we couldn't play together or hug each other after services, or even have coffee together, I found it really hard at times to keep going. I was inspired. There's one thing that my family has always asked me to do, and that's to bake pie. So I decided I was going to make pies anyway. And I called my pie buddies, Dianne and Sue, and many others, but that's ended up being the two main, and Kristen, who helped us so much with her expertise. And we made 51 pies. That was the start of a friendship that helped me handle the pandemic more than a game. Out of that came a weekly meeting with Dianne over Google Talk, or sometimes Duo, or sometimes FaceTime, and sometimes Zoom, where we would sing to each other and sing with each other and make up songs. And that friendship was the lifeline that got us through so far. And that's where this service came from. Unmute, Diane.
I just did.
Okay.
Okay. And then you'll have to unmute Ken Basie.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, cool. So here I go. Thanks so much, Cheryl, for being my friend and helping me through this past year. Our friendship is truly a gift. You see, a friend is someone who understands you, someone who gets you. Yep, we all have our quirks, our stuff, things that make us uniquely us. Our tears, our fears, our beautiful stories, and yes, even the stuff we do to help us through. Well, it's been a year like no other. A whole year. Imagine that. No, don't imagine that. We've survived through it. Yes, we've survived and we've persevered and we've grown. We've still got a little more left to do. We've leaned on our friends more than ever before. We've picked up the phone, texted, FaceTimed, met with masks on, never hugging, yet so much wanting to. We've walked in the woods together, sat by fires together, sat outside rehab center windows to visit. Yep, we've even talked to each other over Zoom. We've done it one breath at a time, 1 hour at a time, one call at a time, one day at a time. Some of us decided to write poetry, read more novels than ever before, do jigsaws until we thought we couldn't do another one, climb every mountain, learned how to make sourdough bread, teach children, work from home, play trivia online, write songs, edit videos, amazing other wonderful things that I haven't heard about, and Zoom. That's right, Zoom, 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 and yet more Zoom. There was even one week where I considered a new career as a joke writer. To her tremendous credit, Cheryl put up with this most cruel week. They are the worst jokes of all. Puns about famous pairings and famous friends. So here is my friend Ken Basie to help launch my new career. You can think of this as the 7th inning stretch without our dear sweet Caroline. So Ken, what's a corona without a virus?
I don't know, Diane. What's a corona without a virus?
It's just a beer.
Oh.
What's sunny without Cher?
What is sunny without Cher?
A weather forecast. What's a marathon without runners?
I don't know.
It's a gas station. Here's a hard one. What's a tom without a turkey?
Without a turkey? I don't know.
It's an old goat. See? Tom is the greatest of all time. The goat.
Even Zoom didn't like that one.
What's a bridge without dental work? Oh, what's a bridge without water?
That worked.
I gave out the punchline. Good job. What's Chrissy Teigen without her husband?
Who's Chrissy Teigen?
Oh, she's just a legend. Remember, she's married to John Legend. What's Lucy without Desi?
Lucy without Desi. I don't know.
She's a famous beloved comedian. This joke was written by a feminist, after all.
I like that one.
What's a mini without a pearl?
What is a mini without a pearl?
She's just a mouse. What's a match without a flame?
A match with no flame. I don't know.
A dating app. I'm just laughing at my own bad jokes. What's bogey without Bacall?
Bogey without Bacall. What is bogey without Bacall?
A bad golf score. And one of my favorites. What's a Trojan without a horse?
No.
Oh, no.
We're live streaming. Stop there.
Finally, what's a Unitarian without an opinion?
Unitarian without an opinion?
Without an opinion.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we've never heard of such a thing. I guess I'll have to consider another career. Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome, Diane. So after a few giggles, this is where we are now. I've had to leave the hospital. I can't work there anymore. There are no more students coming to campus ministry. I've taken the tablecloth from our tabling cloth and made masks from it. I started a garden, like many of you. First time, we'll see how it comes out. It's only going to be a couple of weeks, right? Oh, well, maybe longer. Maybe a little bit longer. I learned to make all kinds of pickles. The church may be empty, but we're still getting together. We got together to have dinner. We couldn't sit around a table, so we sat around Zoom and ate the most amazing food. Thank you for arranging that. It was a little less lonely, and it helped us get to the next step. What do you do when something really important is happening and you can't have your peeps? We come to you. Diane's daughter got married. And we had a parade. It was great to be there. It was great to be able to do that, but we wanted so much to be able to hug each other and be there. It still hurt. So it was a step, and we took the next step. We found another way to get together, social distancing. This is a picture of what happened with our coming of age program. We couldn't get together and do it the way we normally did. So they put together a time capsule from this incredible year, which is planted outside. And Sherry got us through the summer. Without Sherry, we would not have had Sunday mornings in the same way. And we got together and learned more about white male philosophers than I ever wanted to know. But we had a great time getting there, and it was wonderful. And the youth group got together, socially distanced in the backyard. Now we can see each other. And we're going to get better at this Zooming. Vicky and Aaron and Paul, so many got together, and then the world fell apart some more. But we were ready now. And we were there. We're still being active. We're still inspiring each other. We're still growing. We may not be in the building, but we're changing the world. And we have so much help. Thank you so much, Beth. We got the vote out. And there's Dianne showing up to rescue the pies. She brought us apples. This is Kristen cutting the apples. She helped keep us safe. It took many hands behind the scenes to make all those pies happen, but it was a way to physically hand something to someone. And the women's group continued to grow. In fact, the congregation grew. People were able to come to church who haven't been able to come. And we kept feeding people. We didn't stop doing and being who we are. We're a very, very determined people. We crossed places we hadn't done in a while. We taught classes. We all read a book together, and we still were able to be together. So what did we learn? So much, except how to sing together. Choirs are still not safe. So not just myself, others joined in with a virtual choir. We did Sing Gently, and that inspired us to do our own. See, I'm off key already. We shared music back and forth, and we learned how to do this, and we created a song. We practiced singing together. This is a picture of Laura Hoke posted every week, every month, for us to sing a different kind of song every day. It kept us going. All of it kept us going. And most of all, for me, it helped me as my jobs ended. And I thank all of you, because thanks to you and Aaron and his help with getting me connected with the interfaith people, I still get to do ministry, even while campus ministry is quiet and the hospital chaplaincy is no longer accessible. Thank you all so much, because thanks to you, I know I've got a friend, and you've got a friend too. Amen. Blessings on all of you.
My life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, no far off hymn that hails a new creation.
No storm can shake my inmost heart, while to that rock I'm clinging, since love prevails in heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing?
While all the time the surrounding roars, I know the truth it
storm can shake my inmost calm. I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? 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 Keep singing. Keep singing.
We need one another when we mourn, and
We need one another when we are in trouble and afraid.
we need one another when we are in despair, in temptation, and in need to be recalled to our best selves again.
We need one another when we would accomplish some great purpose and cannot do it alone.
We need one another in the hour of success when we look for some triumphs.
We need one another in the hour when with encouragement we might endure and stand again.
We need one another when we come to die and would have gentle hands prepare us for the journey.
All our lives we are in need, and others are in need of us.
Matt, could you go up 2 slides before we leave so Sue can make her announcement? There we go. Thank you.
Good morning. What a great service this has been. So on the slide, we have the annual Evening of Hope Gala for the Interfaith Hospitality Network, which is next Thursday. We'd love for you to join us. We usually meet in person, and it's a grand event that we had to cancel last year, and we're doing it on Zoom this year. I also wanted to let you know that we do continue to host IHN for 2 weeks out of the year, and our next week is coming up in May, the second week in May. I can't remember the dates, but I wanted to just let you know that in the message, I'll be asking for help with donations, and eventually we'll be putting on a link to help host, volunteer host. So thank you for letting me make this announcement. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sue, because this is one of the things that we do that inspires us to help change the world. So thank you.